from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys that are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On second down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break. Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington. And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done. Second and 11 now. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Back to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory. Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell,
They know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into? What? A free hitter.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Succop's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there. First, the fullback recovered, gave things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. Now alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing deep for Galladay.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot. Check that set. Check. Lucky. Undercut. Let me go.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jones. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The final shot before half for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Let me go. Hey, 56. Regular.
A give to Jones. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, it's Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
25 yards that time.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. This one is Slayton over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll roll him out right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And now here's Ross.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Vita Vea in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Jones.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now Jones.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
8 yards to go on second down.
Brady going to look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. On play action, now Brady. Rolling to his left. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. And touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Pass complete, Galladay.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.